So hi guys, my name is Arjunil B. Camoral and I'm going to share with you my learning experience during this first semester in college. So the first thing that I learned is that not all things can be rushed. Some things requires patience and time. The most things in college requires practice and determination. Sometimes it is okay to be left behind because not all start at the same starting point. The most important part is the quality of training and learning that I can gather in the process because not everyone develops in the same phase. The next lesson that I learned is that experience gives the most painful lesson and yet the most unforgettable one. In terms of academic, one time I didn't study well. I just memorized all the term and didn't understand the meaning. So at the end of the day, I learned a valuable lesson. The next lesson that I learned is that you need friends to talk to. I thought that I can survive alone, but being alone is harder than the lesson. I was so loyal to my old friends, but they choose a different path, and having someone who knows the pain and process that you've been through is also important for the survival. And the last thing that I learned is that practice makes everything better, and that's all. Thank you.
Hello there. So listen, my first quarter at university was pretty memorable. Not only have I gained skills and insights with regards to my course accountancy, I also developed mindsets and values which will really help me in the future. The first lesson I learned is that hard work can only prove beneficial to the wise. Work hard only when you know you're doing it correctly. Foolish hard work is detrimental and not advisable for students. The next lesson I learned is that in accountancy, a single mistake can cause the results to highly deviate from what it really is. That is why we are trained to be meticulous with details and to be as precise as possible. The attitude I developed after making multiple mistakes was to take effort to double check. By doing this, I gained a sense of security of my answers while only losing a fair amount of time. Lastly, the most unforgettable lesson I learned is how important the body really is. The mind can only function properly if the body is well. That is why everyone should take time to rest and eat properly. I know that this is still the beginning, but so far my college life turned out better than expected. I am really looking forward for the other things I can experience along my journey, and until then, see you next time.
I have learned a lot with my chosen academic program, which is accountancy. First off, I learned about where accountancy could be applied. These are known as the four sectors of practice in accountancy, which are public accounting, private accounting, government accounting, and of course, academic accounting. I also learned about the code of ethics, which us upcoming CPAs should practice. These are integrity, objectivity, professional competence, confidentiality, and professional behavior. Of course, these ethics are practiced even for us beginners. For example, when I take my exam and review the answers later, every mistake I make reminds me that I should professionally be competent and always be careful with my answers. Another important thing I learned is knowing how to prepare a financial statement which is in accordance with the PFRS and the conceptual framework. That these financial statements should have its qualitative characteristics, which are relevant, faithfully represented, comparable, verifiable, timely, and understandable. Personally, these qualitative characteristics has helped me in preparing my assignments. It always reminds me that all my submissions should be correct and on time. Having this choice of academic program has always been a challenge for me since I came from STEM strand in senior high school. But the challenge just makes me more determined in reaching my goals in succeeding as an accountant.